Peace and blessings, everybody, and good morning on this Monday morning, the start of the new week, start of the new month. My name is Asiya Nasir, and I am the founder and nonprofit strategist of my consulting firm, Utopian Enterprise Business Solutions, and the author of my newly released book, Nonprofit Doesn't Mean No Profit, where you can pick up right now on Amazon. So, again, that's Nonprofit Doesn't Mean No Profit, that you can pick up on Amazon. So for some of you that are new to my page, new to Utopian Enterprise Business Solutions and Asia and myself, you may be asking yourself, what is it that I do? What is Utopian Enterprise all about? Well, what I do is I work with aspiring founders and existing founders of nonprofit organizations, and I assist them in helping them, really fulfill their missions, their organization's missions in real time, so that way they can truly make the positive impacts that they're looking to make in their communities. So we're doing this every week. I'm coming every week bringing nonprofit content to those that are thinking about starting a nonprofit, have a desire to, as well as those who are existing in the nonprofit sector that may find themselves stumbling along the way and considering possibly no longer running their nonprofit because they're looking for a way to be able to run it more efficiently. So that's what my consulting firm does for nonprofit founders. Whether you're aspiring or existing, and that is what the content is going to be about today. So one of the major reasons why you will see a lot of nonprofits floundering and just not being able to truly pull the impact that they're looking to make, or they're not getting the recognition or the support that they're looking to obtain, is because of not crafting an effective mission statement, not being able to promote what it is that they're doing in an effective and an efficient way. So today, our topic is going to be about mission possible, crafting an effective mission statement for your nonprofit organization. So what I would like to do is I would like to give you some examples. I have 4 examples of nonprofit mission statements that some of you may be able to recognize, and that's the key. Being able to have a mission statement that when people hear your mission statement, they can identify who you are either by name, or they can identify what it is that your organization does and who it helps just by hearing your mission statement. So as I mentioned, I have 4. So I'm going to read the first one. So the first one is, this mission statement is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. So if you think you can take a guess of who that is, it alleviates and prevents human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of its volunteers and the generosity of its donors. That's none other than Red Cross. That's Red Cross's mission statement. Let's try this one. This is good. This is a little different. This mission statement, it provides effective means for the prevention of cruelty to animals throughout the United States. I think when we hear the word animal, we know that's ASPCA. That's the ASPCA. That's their mission statement. And then we have number 3, create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and promise of youth. That is none other than Big Brothers, Big Sisters. And last but not least, I think we all can probably recognize this one. Their mission statement is to advance cures and means of prevention for pediatric catastrophic diseases through research and treatment. That is none other than St. Jude's Hospital. So as you can see, these mission statements are very short, to the point, and it actually lets you see who it is that they help. They're 1 sentence long. So these organizations, these very well-known organizations, have crafted effective mission statements that allow people to be able to identify them just by hearing the mission statement. So I just wanted to give you an example of what a mission statement will sound like. So for those of you who are just getting started in the nonprofit sector and you're wondering what does an effective mission statement sound like, those are 4 of them right there. So what I would like to do is I would like to help you be able to create your own and craft your own effective nonprofit mission statement. So I have 5 tips for you today, and that actually goes to both existing and, for someone who's just getting started. So tip number one, which is what I see mainly when I'm working with clients or when I'm in a networking setting, and I ask people what it is that they do or what's their mission of their organization. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes someone is talking about their organization and their mission that long. And that's because they're talking about everything they think about doing, everything they want to do, everything they thought about doing at one point, what they actually do, and it's all wrapped up in one conversation of the mission statement, which is not the right way to go about it. So the first tip is to be very clear and identify in identifying your cause. Make sure you're very clear about what your cause is. Are you looking to help women who are battered? Are you looking to help the homeless? Are you looking to help the youth, education, illiteracy? Are you looking to help men who are coming out of incarceration, or women, re-entering from incarceration, addiction, whatever that addiction is, mental illness? Being very clear about what is the cause, what is the problem, what is the void that you're looking to help, that your organization is looking to bring the solution to, or to, minimize this problem in our community. So you have to be very, very clear about what that is, because your organization is not, or should not be, for everybody. The more you become a niche, before, when you have a specialty in something, the more you are going to attract your audience. So speaking of tip number 2 is know who your target audience is. Be very clear about who it is that you're helping. So if it's in homelessness, is it for youth who are, coming out of the foster care system and they have nowhere to go? Now now they're homeless. They've been kicked out of the foster care. They're 18 years old. They're no longer a ward of the state. So now they're just kind of on their own. They don't have family. Or is that who you're looking to help as it relates to homelessness? When you're looking at battered, are you looking at just women? Are you looking at men who are battered? Or in those type of situations, being very clear, the youth, who is it that you're helping, with your nonprofit organization. So give you an example. I run a nonprofit organization. I have been running my nonprofit, Jessica Cares, for the past 12 years, going on 13 years now, which I'm so proud of. And we're very specific about who we help. We help preteen to teenage girls and adult women, of all ages, adult women. That is who we help. We're very specific about who our target audience is. And these are women who struggle with self-esteem, sense of self-worth, trauma that needs rebuilding of that self-esteem. We know what our avatar is. So that's our target audience, right? Those that are at risk, those are in at-risk neighborhoods. That's our target audience. So you have to be very clear. Tip number 2 is knowing, again, who your target audience is. So being very clear about the cause that you're looking to help, and then the target audience, who falls underneath the umbrella of that cause that you're looking to help. Being very, very clear about who your target audience is. And that's important. Why? Because you want those that you're looking to help to be able to see themselves as, oh, this is a solution to my problem. I have an addiction. This organization is looking to help people like me. I'm a battered woman looking for a way out. This organization is for me, right? Whatever your cause is, your target audience should be able to identify themselves as the recipient of your organization. So that way they can seek your assistance so you can make the impact that you're looking to make in the community. Knowing who your target audience is also important when speaking to your donors, speaking to, grant funders. This aligns you with grant funders that want to support your cause. So if you're not clear on who your cause is, you're not clear of who you're looking to help, you're not going to be able to find grant funders that want to support your cause and want to support your efforts. So that's going to become a very, uh, tedious process, because you're going to be possibly, filling out applications with, grant funders that don't support what it is that you do. So being very clear about who your target audience is very important, because your grant funders or your donors, your individual donors, they may not be recipients of what it is that you're doing, but they may know someone. They may have experienced addiction at one point, may have been in a toxic and or abusive relationship before, may have been a child with learning disabilities that your organization is looking to be able to assist now those that struggle with those issues. So they may not be dealing with it right now, but they have an attachment, a connection to it. So if you're able to identify who your target audience is, not only will it reach the people that you're looking to help, but it'll also reach people that are willing to support because they have a connection to your cause and who it is that you're looking to help, right? So that's tip number one and tip number two. Tip number three is you want to make sure that your mission statement identifies the impact. What is it that your organization is going to do through whatever it is that you're doing? What is the impact? Because again, if people can't see the impact, they can't support. If people can't see where their money is going to be used effectively and efficiently, they're not going to support, right? So what is the impact? Your mission statement should be able to say, this is what we're looking to take away. This is who we help. And this is, this is what we do. The what? What is it that you do in your organization? What's the impact that your organization has by virtue of what it is that you do? So I kind of put it into, I have a method that I use in my nonprofit masterclass. My students love it. It's a fun exercise that we do. It's actually a homework assignment that they have, and they come back after, learning the method. I'm not going to share that today because you got to take my nonprofit masterclass in order to learn that method. But what I will share with you today, in just the three things that we talked about, which is identifying the cause, the target audience, and the impact, right? You can kind of sum that up into something like, if you're saying, I have all these thoughts, but I just don't know how to put it all together, this may be able to help you kind of, pull it together. That's who. Who do you help? So the who, what, where, and why. And I'll explain what that is. The who, that's your target audience. Who are you helping? Who are you looking to assist? Who are you looking to, make their life better? That's the who. What is the services or the programs that you provide in order to take away or eradicate that thing that they're struggling with, right? So who, what, where? Like when we did the ASPCA, when I read the mission statements in the beginning of this live, I had mentioned ASPCA. They made it specific to, we help with prevention of cruelty of animals in the United States. So they don't rescue animals from other countries. They don't do adoption in other countries. They're specific to the United States. So if you have a particular location that you're like, look, we're not looking to be mobile, we're not looking to be national, we're looking to help this specific nonprofit organization, this location here, be specific about where. So if you're in the 5 boroughs of New York and you're saying this is who we help here in the 5 boroughs, or we're specific to a particular borough, make that very clear. If you're working in multiple states, but maybe the tri-state area, maybe the West Coast area, whatever it is, be very specific about the location if that's important to you to make sure you mention. And then the why. The why is your impact. Why are you doing this? We're doing this to blah, 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 right? So my nonprofit organization, our mission statement is to eradicate the negative thoughts that precede negative behaviors by virtue of empowering young girls and women one positive thought at a time. That's one sentence. One sentence. It tells who we help. It tells what we're looking to eradicate, which is negative thoughts that precede negative behaviors. Because it first starts with a thought. When we're looking at women that are making poor choices, being promiscuous, you see girls, dressing in a way that's provocative, way, before their time, you start seeing certain things. It's because they're having negative thoughts about self. They don't have sense of self-worth and self-esteem. So we look to eradicate those negative thoughts that precede those negative behaviors. And how do we do it? By empowering their thoughts, one positive thought at a time. And we identify who we work with. Young girls and women. And on our website, we're very specific of the age. We start at age 11. So we're very clear about who it is that we help. So that could be your, kind of like condensing it, kind of making it a little easier for you without using the method that I use. But the who, what, where, and why. What is the impact? You're looking to do what? You're looking for them to be able to do what? right? What is the outcome that you want your organization to have? So that's the impact statement, the result statement that you want to have included in your mission statement. And number 4 is you want to be concise. As I mentioned before, you don't want to have a paragraph long. You don't want to have something that lasts 10, 15, 20 minutes and you're explaining your mission statement. And after a while, you lose people. People have a very short attention span nowadays. But imagine if you're talking to someone and they're going on and on and on, you're almost like, okay, what is it that this organization does? Who do they help? This is very important. You need to be able to make it concise, where in a 60-minute pitch, you can sit up there and you can identify who you help, what you do, how you do it, where you do it, and why you do it, the impact that you're looking to make in your community. It needs to be concise. And we know it's possible because I just read 4 mission statements from well-known nonprofit organizations that you can identify what it is that they do and how they do it and who they help just by hearing their mission statement. It aligns with what they do very well. So being concise, you don't want it to be too long. It can be 1 sentence, maybe 2, but it should be no more than that, right? So that's tip number 4. And here's what I want. This one is more specific to the existing nonprofit organizations that have been out there for a while. As your organization expands or as your organization evolves, you want to make sure that your mission statement accurately depicts who and what it is that you're doing right now. Because organizations change. Sometimes you align, you collaborate, you expand, you grow in some way, shape, or form, and your mission statement may no longer, reflect that. So you want to be able at your annual strategic meetings is consistently every year review what it is that we're doing and does our mission statement align with that accurately, right? So again, if you're not getting the pull, you're not getting the support, you're not getting the results that you're looking for, it could be tied to the fact that your mission statement is not stating accurately where you are and what is it that you're doing. Because where we were at Jessica Cares is not 12 years ago, is not where Jessica Cares is today. We were home based in Jersey. Now we're a mobile nonprofit. We've been in several states. We continuously do programs and services in multiple states, virtually, face to face, right? But that's 12 years. We started with just working with teenagers. Now we work with teenagers and women, right? So our organization has evolved throughout the years. So we've had to change our nonprofit mission statement to reflect the work that we're doing right now. So I wanted to share those 5 tips with you because you want to make sure that your mission statement accurately depicts when you're writing those grant applications, they can see what it is that you do. When you're asking for donations, people should be able to know exactly what it is and who it is that they're supporting. And you should be able to, articulate it. If you're being concise, you should be able to basically, flow your nonprofit, be able to express it, articulate it with as if someone was asking your name. When you think of when someone asks you what your name, you're not stumbling. You're not like, well, what is my name? You should be able to articulate your nonprofit organization's mission just the same way. Your board of directors should be able to do that. Your ambassadors, your volunteers, they should be able to articulate your mission statement because you made it simple but powerful enough for people to understand what it is that you do and the urgency in which they need to support you in. So that is what I wanted to share with you today in just a nutshell, just some food for thought on this Monday morning. You may, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't think my mission statement accurately depicts who we are today. You may want to make that your next board of directors meeting, that you need to revisit your mission statement and make some changes so that way you are articulating it to the communities, your recipients, your donors, grant funders, and to your organization internally about what it is that you do and who it is that you're helping. So if you found this information beneficial and you would like to know more, or you would like to get assistance to be able to get that method that I was talking about, to be able to help you really give that power statement to your mission statement, you can contact me for a consultation at Utopian Enterprise Biz, that's BIZ, solutions at gmail.com, or you can reach out to me on my website at utopianenterprisebiz.com. And you can reach me on Contact Us, and I will reach out to you and we can set up a consultation for us to be able to help you, create and craft an effective mission statement. If you need any additional services, please visit our website once again to be able to see the different services and choose which one that may align most with you. And last but not least, you gotta pick up this book. Nonprofit doesn't mean no profit. It is selling right now on Amazon. You'll be able to get a copy within just a couple of days. So tune in next week. We're going to be putting on nonprofit content every week for you to be able to truly fulfill your missions in real time and make the positive impacts in the community that you're looking to serve. Make it a great week today and see you next week.